through will show you how to administer your documents using WorkPro. So as an administrator, you're going to log into the platform and you're going to first set up the documents that you would like to collect from a candidate and monitor for currency or for compliance purposes. So when you subscribe to WorkPro's document management function, you also get access to the licenses and tickets area. So we acknowledge that in our licenses and tickets area that we've mapped the most common licenses and tickets that are required for employment purposes, but there may be other documents that you would like to collect from a candidate and monitor for compliance and currency. So we don't dictate what those documents are, and we leave it completely up to you to configure and customize the documents that you need. The first thing that you'll need to do is to define those documents. So selecting actions and manage document types, you'll be adding a new document. So you'll just define the document name. So let's just call this first aid certificate. Save. And then you're adding the custom information that you need and dictating whether you would like it displayed in your compliance dashboard. So issue date, as an example, may not be important for you to display in the dashboard, but the expiry date may be. So you can toggle these on and off. So let's use that as the expiry date, and now the custom fields. So you might want to know the authorised body. So St. John's Ambulance as an example. The field type, so in this case it's text, and whether you would like it to be mandatory for the candidate to complete. So yes, and you can just keep adding these field names. So if it was an insurance policy, you might want the sum insured and also the insurer as an example, along with the expiry and the issue date. So once you've defined that information, I'll just delete this one here, then you can dictate which site you would like this document type to be available for. So if you have various accounts in WorkPro, various what we call sites in WorkPro, you might say, actually, I only want this document type to be available or seen by an administrator who looks after this site. So it could be an induction document. So if you're a recruiting agency, as an example, and you have an office in South Australia, and that office services a particular company in South Australia that might be delivering a safety induction, you might want to collect the results of that safety induction in WorkPro, but you only want the South Australian branch to have viewing access to be able to send requests to the candidate to upload the results of that induction. So we leave that, again, completely up to you. So once you've saved that information, you just save that now. This document then is available to you to send a request to the candidate. So you're selecting request, selecting documents, and then you're searching for the document you need to send to the candidate. So you can define an unlimited number of document types within your subscription. So you have the complete freedom to do that. You're choosing first aid certificate, and then you're sending the request to the candidate. Once that request has been sent, the candidate will receive an invitation with a live link and a single-use token. Like I mentioned, once you purchase a subscription, you actually get access to the licenses, tickets, and the document management function. So administering licenses and tickets is actually a separate video tutorial that you might want to take advantage of. In terms of editing your documents, so selecting documents, managing document types, and dropping your list down, and you might want to make a change to one of your document types. Let's just choose first aid. Choose first aid certificate, and you might want to make the issue date now display on the dashboard as an example, or you might want to change some custom fields. You might want to add some custom fields. So that's completely editable, completely up to you. Once you make those additions, you simply click save. So just note for some documents like this first aid certificate, it's not retrospective. So we'll only show the issue date on the date that you change the configuration inside the platform. Once the candidate has uploaded their document to the platform under the definitions that you've requested, those documents will be shown in the documents area here. So you can do one of two things to find that document. You could do a search for a candidate name because you've received the email alert that the document's been uploaded, or you might be looking for a particular document. So you might be looking for documents that are expiring, as an example. You also might be looking for a particular document. So if you've done delivered an induction to a bunch of workers, you might want to be finding that induction and therefore look to see what candidates are able to be placed on site because they've completed that induction and it remains current. That concludes today's video tutorial on managing your documents. Should you have any further questions, please reach out to us on 1300 975 776 or email on info@workpro.com.au or your account manager.